I didn't want to admit it. It was easier to lie, hide the hurt and emptiness, to smile instead of cry. So I'm sure some of you, if not all of you, have felt sadness once in your life. Maybe it's because your dog died, you broke up with a significant other, or you lost a loved one. You know, there are multiple reasons as to why you feel sad. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the benefits of letting out your emotions. Whenever someone asks you if you're doing okay, you hide your feelings and say, no, I'm fine, or no, I'm okay. You know, there are benefits to that, and also the consequences of not talking about your feelings. So one of the benefits of talking about your feelings is that a lot of the times, if we bottle up our emotions inside and don't let it out or vent to someone, or even just talking about your feelings out loud, you feel even more empty inside, just because you feel lonely, you feel like you're not being heard, and your emotions aren't important enough. So it really is important that whenever someone talks to you and asks you if you're doing okay, from the kindness of the heart, just, you know, talk about your feelings. Don't let it bottle up inside, because it does wear you down. It makes you feel even more sad inside, and it just adds more fuel to the fire, basically. It just, you know, makes you feel even more sad inside. And some of the consequences of not talking about your feelings is that, you know, people care about you, and if they're asking you if you're doing okay, and, you know, they genuinely want to know why you're not feeling okay, it's because they care. And when you don't talk about your feelings and you let it bottle up inside and eat away at you, then, you know, it hurts them inside too, because they don't want to see you sad. No one wants to see you sad, because the people who care about you care about you. So if you're ever feeling sad, or if you feel empty inside, for whatever reason you're not feeling 100% about yourself, and someone asks you if you're doing okay, just let them know. You know, someone out there cares about you. Someone wants to talk about your problems with you. And yeah, I hope you guys take my advice. Yeah, I was like, it's okay.
All right, well, except for using the quote as the attention device, I thought the opening was pretty solid. You had a good statement of what your point of view was. There's a little bit of a preview, so we know where you're headed. The content is okay. I think particular examples would help, but the general statements that you're making, and I don't want them to sound like they're platitudes, but they are a little bit like that. I thought they worked pretty well for the subject matter that you're talking about. I think you are looking at us most of the time while you're speaking. I thought you did a pretty good job kind of distributing it also. Maybe this side of the room got a little bit more than that side of the room, but it wasn't too noticeable. And like I said, I think mostly you are looking up and you're trying to be conscious of connecting with people. Your voice could maybe be a little bit louder. There was nothing wrong with it, but sometimes the energy level seems a little subdued, and maybe that's in part because the subject is, you know, in part about sadness and depression, so maybe subdued seems like it's the appropriate tone there. I think if you get the quote out of your hand, your gestures will feel a little bit more natural. And I thought that you had a good idea for an exit, but your delivery sort of undermined it. It was like you had the right thing to say, and you just kind of awkwardly said it, and I think you'll notice that when you watch it back. All right, thank you.